FX welcomes you back to Lowe's Motor Speedway, and it is a night at the Winston. The best drivers in the world and the best fans in the world. You've met half the field here. This, I'll tell you, Jeff, this has the feel of an all-star game and a rock concert all rolled into one, and these fans have a chance to get closer to the drivers and their teams.
Well, how many times can you walk up the edge of the stage right here and shake hands with everybody and tell them how great they really are? They're the greatest fans in all the sports. I mean, it's just awesome to be able to bring them up here. And I know for myself personally, this is what makes me get my adrenaline going. And when I was a racer, it's what drove me to get to victory lane.
All right, he had a crew chief flashback for a moment.
Right. Sorry about that.
Later he'll dive in the crowd. All right, well, let's meet the rest of the group. Let's go back upstairs. Let's hear Mike Joy will bring them to you. Mike?
Thanks, Chris. Starting 11th. Team 97. The Rubbermaids, Sharpie Ford, Doug Newell, Jim Gaudette, Chuck Good, Scott Radell, Andy Thurman, Mark Full, Kevin Gilman, Jason Binger, crew chief Jimmy Fennick, and driver Kurt Busch. Starting 10th. Team number 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. Jeff Craven, Caleb Hurd, Jay Lupo, Jeff Cook, Shane Church, Craig Currione, Dave Smith, Steve Letarte, crew chief Robbie Loomis, driver Jeff Gordon. Starting 9th, the number 15 Napa Auto Parts Nilla Wafer Chevrolet. Jeff Opel, Pete Rondo, Kenny Payton, Brian Chase, Chris Crumley, Sean Ward, Greg Osborne, Chad Walter, crew chief Slugger Labby, and driver Michael Waltrip. Starting 8th, the number 5, Kellogg's Got Milk Chevrolet. Brad Pickens, Dave Denning, Lee Deese, Rick Pidgeon, Murray Tim, J.D. Holcomb, Mike Bumgarner, Jason Jones, crew chief Jim Long, and driver Terry Labonte. Starting 7th, the number 32 Tide Pontiac. Chris Williams, Steve Williams, Doug Holbrook, Eric Wilson, Jim Carbon, Sam Gibson, Darrell Locklear, Kevin Duncan, crew chief Scott Miller, and driver Ricky Craven. Starting 6th, the number 25 UAW Delphi Chevrolet. Chris Pasulka, Steve Hillnack, Shane Armstrong, Rich Gutierrez, Adam Davis, Kevin Sigapus, Jeff Fabian, Dwayne Trammell, crew chief Peter Suspenzo, and driver Joe Nemechek. Starting 5th, the number 40 Coors Light Dodge. Jerry Schweitz, Mike Montiel, Tony Santanicola, Greg Passy, Steve Wolf, Trent Davis, Mike Atwell, Heath Cherry, crew chief Lee McCall, and driver Sterling Marlin. Starting 4th, the number 8 Budweiser Chevrolet. Jeff Clark, Bill Snyder, B. Hoover, Kevin Pinnell, Bill Dry, Danny Earnhardt, Jay Ganeri, Troy Prince, crew chief Tony Uri Sr., driver number 8, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
All right. I hate to interrupt the party. He won as a rookie here. And, you know, the crowd loves it. There's talk about maybe this race, the Winston, not coming back at Lowe's Motor Speedway next year. It's been here 18 of 19 years. Should it come back here?
Yeah, I think the Winston needs to stay in Charlotte. I think that right there speaks for itself.
And I know this race tonight, you're the last guy that needs another million, but how badly do you want to win?
I want it pretty bad. I know my guys want it bad. They built a brand new car. They put a lot into it, so we're going to put it down tonight and see what we get.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight, all right? All right, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Mike.
Starting third, the number 29 Snap-on Goodwrench Engine Chevrolet. Brian Engelhardt, Kirk Almquist, Scott Nassif, Mike Sears, Jason Pulver, Kevin Gabard, Clint Pittman, Kenny Barber, crew chief Todd Berrier, driver Kevin Harvick. On the outside pole, car number 20, the Home Depot Chevrolet. Jeff Patterson, Brian Larson, Scott Gertz, Chuck White, Mike Lingerfeld, Tom Dean, Todd Foster, Jay Berry, crew chief Greg Zipadelli, and the driver, the defending Winston Cup champion, Tony Stewart. And starting on the pole for the 5th time, the Dodge dealers, UAW Dodge number 9, Rodney Rhodes, Mike Goins, Brady Turner, Todd Colburn, Jim Pullman, Nick Bailey, Joe Krushek, Eric Wakeland, crew chief Mike Ford, and the driver Bill Elliott. And transferring from the Winston Open, the number 99 Velveeta Citgo Ford, Donnie Brown, Richard Boyles, David Cox, Joe Karasinski, Eric Slade, Ryan Busaglio, Chip Good, Chris Farrell, Mike Bessick, crew chief Paul Andrews, and driver Jeff Burton.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up from the 24 All-Star drivers and their crews. A night at the Winston. We still have racing to go. 90 laps. Hop in here, Jeff Burton, the last one into the field.
Jeff Burton, you had a little bit of time to work on your race car. You said you need to make it a little bit faster. Did you get the changes done?
Yeah, we got a few changes done. You know, it's actually, it can be advantageous to you if you can run that race, if you can transfer. So we know exactly where the racetrack is, and it is different than it was yesterday. So hopefully we can take advantage of that.
All right, baseball has the home run hitting contest. The NBA has the slam dunk contest. Jeff, what does this race? It's a very unique event. What does this All-Star race mean to the fans and drivers like yourself?
Well, let me tell you something. When you go to an All-Star event with every other sport, they don't play hard and they don't try hard. You come here, you try harder, you play harder. The fans cheer harder. This is an All-Star event.
All right, good luck, Jeff.
Pretty much sums it up right there.
All right. You've met the drivers and their crews. Live action coming your way. 90 laps, $1 million goes to the win. Maybe Jeff can buy some new wardrobe with that.
$1 million. How about that?
We'll be back in a moment. Thanks, folks. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the Winston. Not only are those stands filled with fans, they are filled with the families of these crew members, team owners, drivers, because so many of the shops of the teams in this sport are within half an hour's drive of this racetrack. All their families and friends are here.
Yeah, and most of the time you just, you feel like a race car driver or a crew member. Tonight you feel like a superstar. I mean, tonight is the superstar treatment. With the introduction, you did a great job with that. I mean, it's got the big event feel.
You want superstar? Matt Yoakum, he'll give you some superstar right here.
And Jeff Gordon, a 3-time winner of this event. Now, your crew already left you a message about tonight's race and the season. What does it say on the dash?
Well, it's all about money tonight, right?
And motivation.
Well, we got 5.25. I know it's $1 million to win tonight, but it's 4.25 to win the championship plus $1 million tonight. So that's what we're going after.
Describe the excitement. I mean, looking around, all the flash bulbs going off.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a race that's unique to itself. I don't ever see the fans, the drivers, and crews get as fired up as they get for this event, and they should, because we're getting ready to do some serious business out here, and it's just hammer down. That's all it is.
Now let's also ask you one question about the inversion too. Now, are you going to try to play a little bit of strategy as far as where you might want to be so when they invert?
I mean, it's going to be 10. It's going to be 10. These fans love to see as many cars inverted, and us drivers, we want to win every segment. So it's probably going to be that number, but I think you need to be somewhere between 6 and 10. But 20 laps in that last segment's quite a way, so there could be a caution. You could come in and get tires. Anything's going to happen. It's going to be crazy. I'm not trying to plan or make plans because you just got to plan as you go.
Now, if my cameraman Dave Stolen can look inside, they even put it in like a neon green color, so at night it would show up and would remind him every lap tonight. Mike?
He can do the numbers. With Larry McReynolds and Darrell Waltrip, Mike Joy, both of them have been to Victory Lane in the Winston. Let's see, Darrell. I think when you won it, it paid about what second place does tonight, around $200,000.
$200,000. I've been in. I was 16 of these things. I won $650,000, and somebody tonight's going to win $1 million. So But one thing about tonight, you can't plan. Jeff Gordon hit the nail on the head. It's about reacting.
And Larry, the second time you won this in '92 was the first time under the lights. You didn't even get to go to Victory Lane, did you?
No, I mean, we accomplished our mission. We won the race, but we tore up a race car doing it. We won this race in '91 and '92 and sat on the pole. We didn't even make $500,000 total, and there's $1 million tonight. That may cover what's tore up here tonight.
It'll help. Here's a look at what we have upcoming tonight as we satisfy your racing appetite with a menu of the Winston's action. Brought to you by Denny's. It's Stock Car Racing's All-Star Night, and we're getting set to start the Winston on FX.